Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some Stoneshard, shall we? Continuing our Complete Beginner's Guide with our Sorceress here in 2023, and it's time to sleep. So we're going to just talk to the innkeeper's wife, who is here at nights behind the desk, and all you want to do is say, I want to rent a room, okay? And it will allow you to save the game, and I do it one day at a time. So we're going to rent one for one day, and she tells you enjoy your stay, and your room is upstairs at the end of the hall. You say all right and farewell, and you just walk up here to these steps, and we're going to go ahead and go to our room. Now, this guy sleeps in this room to the right, and our room is this larger, awesome room, all right? And we'll go ahead and open the door and go inside. Now, once we get in here, we can go to sleep, but before we go to sleep, I want to point out that you get access to your first storage chest in the game. So the towns that have inns in this game where you can rent a room will give you a storage chest, and you can open it, and you can put things in there that you don't feel like you need to carry around, which is great. So, for example, this amulet, I'm going to put that in. Oh, I dropped it. I keep doing stuff like that because I'm recklessly using control to transfer like I'm in Valheim when it's shift. And I also have a homemade sword, and I'm actually going to shift click and put this in my chest because I need that for the quest, but I don't need to be carrying it. I also don't need 3 healing salves, so I'm going to put 2 of them away to save for later, okay? And I'm going to see if there's anything else that I don't really need right now. Everything else looks fine, in my opinion. So I'm going to hold down Alt to see my amulet. I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to go in the chest. I'm going to shift click it in there. And now I will go to sleep. When you go to sleep, you get to open up this window where you select what time you like to wake up. And it's kind of in military 24-hour time. And I'm just going to wake up at like 9 a.m. And when you wake up, you get a vigor buff for sleeping in an inn at a nice bed. And it will give you, fatigue resistance, gives you extra energy, 5% extra experience, 5% bonus to energy restoration, and slows down fatigue a little bit. But you're usually hungry and thirsty when you wake up. So I'm going to go ahead and eat all of these berries that I have. And you'll notice really quickly that berries don't do much for your hunger. So I'm going to see which of my food spoils faster, and it's my cheese. So I'm going to eat the cheese, put this over here, and now we are ready to go. Now there's an apple right here, but you can see that the if I mouse over it, the hand turns red, which means that that would be considered theft. So I'm not going to steal anything. I'm going to keep up good relations in the town. And I'm going to go ahead and go out and continue on our adventure. It's much easier to see during the daytime, and so we're ready to roll. Do I have anything that I really want to sell? No. I like everything that I have. These herbs are not really that important. But our job now is to kind of just push M to open up the map, and we're just going to continue exploring around, looking for enough brigands and bandits to kill, so that we can complete the quest for the blacksmith J-Bar, which is to find these falcons, cleavers, and homemade swords. We just need 2 more weapons. Alright, so I'm just going to walk down and look around. Okay, so I'm going to pick these berries. Now, to fight brigands, usually I like to, again, just stick to the road. They'll be, trying to assault people who are traveling, and this also just keeps you away somewhat from, dangerous animals. And I'm just going to follow the road over here to the east. And we're just plodding along, looking to see if we can get into some trouble that's manageable trouble, and no bears. Okay, so I'm here following the road to the south. I'm going to continue doing that. Again, it's up to you, you know, if you want to rush into the first contract, but I'd like to get second level before I do that. I could be gathering all manner of items on the road to sell and get a bit of extra cash if I want, but I'm not too concerned about it now, alright? And you can see there's a point of interest. We've gotten close enough to uncover that on the map, so I'm just going to walk to the south. Keep looking. See what we find. Sometimes these point of interests are like little bandit encampments, and they're fantastic to discover for hunting down ruffians. Okay. And yep, we're getting really close to it. I also just like to fill in the map in general. And here we go. Yep, here's a bad guy. So I'm going to attempt to shock the guy, but he's too far away. And there's two of them, right? So we're going to just stand in. I'm going to push spacebar to wait. And I'm going to send electricity at that guy. Okay. And I'm going to step up. Okay, interesting. And I'm going to step up. And I'm going to try to knock this guy back. He did not get knocked back. I'm going to step over here, and up here. And I'm going to attempt... Yep, here we go. Now we've got them at the same rhythm. I'm going to shock this guy. And now they're both on me. So I'm going to impulse. And we're just going to hit them all. Okay, and so this guy is already stunned. This guy is staggered. So I'm going to move up and just walk away from this guy. I'm going to shock him, get him out of here. And now they're in a really bad way. This guy's getting some attacks of opportunity on me, which is less than ideal. Oh, he got stunned, so I don't have to do anything. So I'm just saving my magic, and let's just inspect. He's at 44%. He's at 32%, okay. So I could easily just blast that guy and, you know, make his life miserable. I'm just going to push spacebar. This guy wants to run away. They both actually want to run away. Now that guy went to the other screen. They both did, so we're going to have to follow them and hope that they pass away. Yeah, that's too bad. So I think they've disappeared. So what that is incredibly unfortunate for us. So that's something to pay attention to. If I were to go to the next zone, the enemies could potentially follow me. But in that case, they just ran away. And the downside, of course, is we get no experience for killing them. And we don't get their items for the quest. So that's just unfortunate. If they were a little bit closer to the interior of the map, we would have, you know, avoided that. But c'est la vie. Now, there's some rope and some nails here, and then this is a great find for us because we have discovered some bandages, some oil that we can sell for money. Nails are valuables, a rope is a valuable, but this plane we can give to the carpenter to complete a quest, and there's a bit of a note here that tells you some lore about this shipment that was obviously ransacked. So now, even though those guys got away from us, it's not a total loss because we can return this to the town. And we're going to do that right now. This is why you want to just explore around, looking for points of interest and stuff like that, because you might get really lucky and, you know, find something nice like this. Now that wagon with the plane is a guaranteed spawn, but it's obviously random each time as the map is random. So, to an extent, the map is random. So, like, the locations of the dungeons and the points of interest are different from time to time. But for us, we got it. And so that's a good thing. And let's just go back to the town and see what we get as a reward. Also, we could, you know, if we wanted to, we could cut a little bit further into the woods and just see if there's any, you know, riffraff brigands hanging out here. But usually they like to hang out more so in open areas, at least in my experience. Okay, And we're almost back to the town. So I'm going to move. Now, I'm going to show you, again, I explained this trick earlier in the tutorial series, but if you want to move across a wide area, you can stop moving first so that you can hold the middle mouse button down and drag the map. And then you can move the map up so that you can select some area that you want to move to far away, and then your character will just walk all the way there instead of having to click and then wait till you get to the end of your movement and then click again. This can just go all the way. So I'm going to just do this and move, you know, completely to the north. You can't do it if there's fog of war. And I'm going to eat all these berries. Just kind of help my satiety, help my thirst a little bit. And go up. Alright, and where are we on the map? We are in the wheat field area. So I can just kind of, again, use the scroll function. I'm going to uncover some of the map. We're going to go to the carpenter and turn in this plane. This is, again, terrific for us because we want good reputation in the town. Alright, and the carpenter actually lives further over here to the west. Down here. There's a little sign that says Carpenter's Workshop with a saw on it, and here he is. And we can say, "Hello, are you one of those mercs the entire village has been bustling about all day? Good to have you here. Maybe you'll bring some order at last. Waiting for Odar to do something about this is a waste of time. Doesn't the village have guards to maintain order? Who do you call guards? It's either geezers or yesterday's youngsters." He doesn't like the guards. And I say, "I found this abandoned cart. Were you expecting a delivery?" "Would you look at that? I was indeed expecting it, but the cart broke down and my new plane was left behind. I was about to go and retrieve it myself, actually. Thanks a lot. Here's for your trouble." So we get a little bit of mead and we get some crowns, and that's fantastic. And we can ask if he can teach us something, and he can help us with an axe, which we don't need. We could say, "What are you selling? Do we want anything that he's selling?" And to be honest, with this character, we really don't. So, you know, very nice. We could sell the mead back for 9 crowns, but in the meantime, we're just happy to get a little bit of extra cheese. Or at least I'm happy to get some extra cheese. See, it's starting to get dark. So I might very well just rest up before I go out and explore. Now, I do want to, though, sell some stuff. So I'm going to go to the blacksmith, and I'm going to sell him these nails. He'll pay good for these. So I'm going to shift-click on these nails. And he pays okay for the rope and the oil, but not great, and he pays slightly better for the meat. But what I'm going to do is actually try to sell it to the hunter, see if he'll give me some better prices, and he does. But he doesn't have any money. So that's a spicy meatball right there. So we're going to have to take the blacksmith's bad rates because he's got money. And so we're going to sell him these things. Now, it's your choice if you want to sell the mead. It's good for, you know, boosting some of your stuff. But I don't feel I need it at the moment, so I'm going to sell it like that. And I'm going to go to sleep because we're about to lose our rested buff anyway. So let's go up and let's just go ahead and go to sleep. And I need to buy some food. So we have 138 crowns, so this will give us enough to easily buy a piece of flat bread. And we can go ahead and stay. Okay, and I'll go up here. And we'll just rest up, keep our vigor happening. I'm going to open up my chest and put away this note. I do not need to carry this around. And you can see it's like 6 p.m. So I'll just rest until 6 a.m. I'll get up at 5. I don't need to rest that much. But I want it to be light outside. Tremendous. Okay, so it's a little foggy, but it's an okay day to start. Now, I do need to, before I head out, make sure that I take a drink, and then I'm going to collect water and fill up my water skin. And, where do I want to go? Where have I not really been? I guess we could go to the north and just continue looking to the northeast. I like to just slowly make a circle around the town and explore, making the circle ever wider, but so that I can get back to town if anything terrible happens to me. Alright. And look, great, we found some dudes. Okay, now we want to keep them on the map, hopefully. So I'm going to actually step in, shoot this dude. And let's try to find a place where we can get them both at the same time. Blast this guy. Okay. So we need to wait. And then I'm going to give him that. Alright, I need to move. Okay, they're dazed. Good. So I can move out of the way, and let's just inspect them, see where they're at. 59%, 37%. Alright. Let me move over here. And this guy's going to maybe start running. I'm going to shock this guy. He bandaged, which is kind of frustrating. I'm going to just move up here. And I'm going to try to follow this guy. This guy wants to mess around. How you doing? He's at 20%. This guy's trying to run. Let's just move away. This guy is stunned. Spacebar. He's stunned. I'm going to shoot him so that he can't really run away. He's no longer taking damage over time. So I actually have to chase this guy down. Alright, that guy died in time, luckily. And I'm going to shoot this guy again, and we finally got him. Great. Okay. So, he has a battle cleaver, which we need. And that's all the loot he has. Let's go back down here. And we got a homemade sword. Is that part of the quest? Let's look. He wants homemade sword, battle cleavers, and so now we have all of the stuff. So let's just go back down. I don't really need to rest at this moment because we're close enough to the town to not... We're in the town to not really be in danger, so I'm going to go here. How's our character doing? We're about halfway to level 2. Okay. And let's just go upstairs. Open the door. Get this. And we should now have enough to turn in the quest. So let's go talk to the blacksmith and celebrate. I finished your task, and he says, this will do, here's your money. And he gives us 250, which is a ton of money, okay? So now we have 365. So that's enough for us to consider our character. We have something in every single slot, so that's tremendous. Question is, do I really want to be carrying a traveling staff? I don't think I do. I think I would rather have a shield of some kind. So what are you selling? He doesn't have a shield. So we can talk to the carpenter about buying some kind of shield. We'll inspect it and see if it hurts our... So like this shield, it says it hurts our energy. What about this one? So this fist shield, it's so small that it does not hurt our energy at all. It just has a little bit chance of blocking this does hurt our energy. So I'm actually going to buy this for our sorcerer because I just am not hitting people with one hand. Now I could use like this reinforced club, but it's not great for us. So I'm going to instead just go ahead and switch weapon sets and put this on, okay? And just use this. And if I have to hit somebody, I can push W to switch to my staff and bap somebody, but I don't think it's going to be that important for this character. So I'm happy to have this. If I get a good one-handed weapon, well then, tremendous. Alright. So I'm actually going to try to head over here. Now, you know what? Let's just go follow the road up to the north. All we're doing now is just fighting highwaymen and to try to level up. If I really wanted to, okay, I could just go ahead and take the contract. But I feel like, ooh, here's a guy. I want to take it nice and slow. And make sure that, I'm going to just push spacebar again and just give this guy this. And he's stunned, so let's just walk away from him and give him that. And how's he doing? He's almost dead. Alright, so he should die momentarily. How you doing? 18%? Alright, I gotta shock him. Alright, he's gone now. Stop, stop, I can't stop. Great. Now this flail is garbage. It will sell for absolute garbage, but, you know. It's better than nothing right now. Now, usually, yeah, he's got a buddy somewhere, I was going to say. Here he is. Shock this guy. And just step up. And he's coming. Spacebar. Shock him again. Spacebar. I'm spacebar waiting. And I'll just zap him. Alright. Let's try to walk away from this guy. He did hit us. There you go. And he's... Let's see how is he doing. He's at 23% health. Oh, he's in such bad shape. Yeah, he's gone. Again, a flail. That's a shame. Rest up just a little bit, get the energy back. But, to be honest, we're just farming experience. I'll feel better starting the contract at 2nd level. It's just in permadeath mode. It's just something I like to do. Alright, I'm gonna use the travel across the map technique to get to about here. And if we uncover any enemies, great. By the way, if you do see an enemy, the game will stop you. You won't just keep running and getting whacked as you're pathing and moving like this. So you're okay to do this. Okay, so now we're on a screen that we're not familiar with, so I'm just going to walk over here and, of course, follow the road. I like the road because it usually will lead to points of interest, not always, but a lot of the time, and it's free of snakes. And if anybody is around who wants to fight me, they should be close enough to the road to do that. Alright, we're going to run up. Awesome. I'm going to run over here. Okay, the road has a fork in it. So let's look at the map and see if there... Yep, look, this isn't a point of interest, but it's going to be probably a quest location for us later. So let's just uncover this so we know where it is. Okay, and this is another reason you love to explore. We just got 109 experience for finding this place, so you can see we're almost now up a level just by doing that. So it's a tremendous amount of experience. You can search these corpses. Oh, this guy has something. He has a loot, which is, like, sells very well. So a bard was killed here. That's a sad story. But for us, it's a profitably sad story. Alright. And there's a gold tooth. And let's see, there's another corpse up here. Nothing. Oh, interesting. So sometimes you can't go into these places unless you have a quest, but we can. So let's just dive in and see if we can get lucky finding stuff. By the way, I'm going to go here. I'm just going to store these flails in this chest and see if there's any baddies that we can kill to get ourselves up. Now, if these baddies, we know there's something up here. There was a exclamation. Yeah, right. If these guys are too hard, we just run away, right? So we've been dazed, which means we can't use abilities, which is quite bad. And let's just zap this guy, and let's see how this goes. So this is a Harbinger. It's got 93% health. So we'll just kind of run and... Oop, not that. This. Zap away. Now how's your health? 78%? Okay. I am going to just wait. Okay, that backfired. Am I dazed? No, it's okay. I'm staggered, but I need to use this. Alright, great. And we'll blast. And we'll move. Okay, and we'll move. And how you doing now? 52%. Okay. Alright. Move away. Move away. Blast. Alright. And 16% and dazed. Good. Okay, hit us again, which is unfortunate. Screamed at us, but gonna die right there. And we did get 55 experience, so these enemies give you better experience anyway, right? Which is nice. And there's going to be, like, some reasonable treasure in here. I'm going to rest a little bit. This is dangerous, though. Like, if you wanted to take it easy, I don't think you have to come in here by any means. Now, I got the buff, so I'm just going to see. Now, if it gets awful, I will run away and out the door and try to just bail. What is this? It's a bat. Okay, now a bat is not something we're worried about. We'll zap it. And looks like we missed. I'm going to switch weapons. We're going to need to hit this with our... There we go. We're probably just going to need to hit this with our staff. And we did. And we killed it for 5 experience. And I'm going to push W to switch back to my shield. And I'm just going to kind of look around and see if I can snipe some good treasure. There's a couple of wardrobes, and yes, indeed, there's a dagger treaty, so we can read this, and we learn all of these, and we leveled up. So these treaties are great for getting experience and leveling up, which is so fantastic. So we learned how to use a dagger, which I'm going to take this book. To be honest, we might actually... Oh, we stepped on a trap, and it nearly killed us. Okay. That's quite bad. I'm going to move off of this, and I need to use a bandage. And we've died. So, let that be a lesson to you. Oh, Stoneshard. We came in here, we were actually doing really fine until that trap. So that is just an unfortunate death where I died because I did not search for traps. That is my fault. There was no perception roll that was made right there. All that was done is that I forgot to search for traps. I didn't even think it would be an issue, and I was like greedily trying to get a book, and I ended up dying. So this is a great lesson for how to not get yourself killed instantly. So we had just leveled up. We were doing beautifully, and then that happened. So I had a bandage, I used it, but I was bleeding for so much. That trap did so much damage over time. And that's, that's just Stoneshard. Like, push 1 or wherever you have your map key to search for traps. And if you get hit like that, the chances are very, very high that you're going to perish instantly. It can turn on a dime, right? So this is a good, cautionary tale. I do like playing the sorceress, and I think I want to try and see how it progresses a little bit. But at the same time, I love learning and demonstrating the attack pattern of those 2 particular spells with the Electro Mage. So maybe what we'll do is we'll either go ahead as a Earth Sorcerer or a Fire-based Sorcerer, or we can play as a different type of character altogether. And let me know what you would like to see in the comments below. Do you want to see me try a different elemental type of sorcerer, or continue and just make this character again? Or would you prefer for this guide to just cover another character type? I'm leaning towards another character, but I will take whatever input you guys want. And I really think that was a great introduction into not only how to combo those 2 spells and be pretty successful with the damage over time and the stunning, but also a reminder of how devastating traps can be to a low-level character in this game. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.